My distractions, I'm at the office, trying to update prices on the website and edit another doc. And I can pass it to Jess.
Everyone. Well, my intentions for this call is to actively hearing the call, and yeah, I will also be streaming the call and no distractions. We'll pass it to Yes.
Thanks, Jess. Hi, everyone. No distractions at the moment today. I'm going to be focused during this governance call, and intentions is also to check what are the latest updates on the region pool, and if we're going to discuss also any additional proposals or votings or snapshots that we need to put up, so I can get some more details on that. But if not, just looking to hear the updates there. And I'll pass it to Kotabe.
I was having some delay on unmuting. Anyways, my intention is to talk a little bit about Region Farms, about also Ichi, listen to what's happening, and my distractions is that I'm a little bit kind of like on the go to see an apartment. So, but anyways, I'm really looking forward for this. I'll pass it to Suga. Oh, Suga, have you gone already?
Thank you. Nope. Thanks. I am to listen and learn, and I've
Here, I'll pass it for you, Suga. We actually couldn't hear you for most of that, but I'll just toss it to Amin. It's okay, though.
She was mute. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, the region pool is the hot topic in every call. It's the same here. I couldn't make a call with the technical member, the role pool technical member. Yeah, I would like to discuss it. Actually, I didn't find time. I want to discuss it, and let's see what happens. I pass it to Lauren. Have you gone?
She did go. Let's see who hasn't gone here. Oh, is that everyone? No, yeah, that's everyone. Okay, so we're through. Let's go into the meat of it then. Regen pool. So, what has happened lately? We have a multi-sig. Maybe I'm not going to be able to take notes on this. Does anyone want to volunteer to take some notes?
Well, maybe doesn't.
Yeah, Griff, I got you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry, I was stuck on mute.
Thanks, Decentralized Jay. So we have the multi-sig up. The big news is that we have set numbers from Ichi yesterday and an understanding of how OneGive will go with more details. We will end up creating a multi-sig with them and managing OneGive. OneGive's collateralization, and that's kind of interesting. So we'll need 4 people who want to help manage the OneGive token, so a lot of details feel very clear, but now we just have to progress forward. There's a few paths that we need to really push on. There is getting right now. Yas is working with Faye and making a forum post so that we can get them to put in 10% of their token. And so this is cool because it ends up 10% of what we put in, they will match with in the Angel Vault. And so what's really cool here is that we are going to combine this with a token swap with Faye. So we're hoping to do like a 50-50 token swap where they give us Fae and Tribe. We give them Give tokens. They use those Give tokens to put into the Angel Vault, and we use Fae and Tribe. We'll probably use the Fae to buy one Give, or pay off our loan or whatever. Yeah, probably use Fae to buy one Give, and effectively pay off our loan with the Fae. And then the tribe, we will make a Give tribe pool. So she's going to start the forum post to negotiate this like token swap Angel Vault 10% using Fae bonus. And the fact that we're going to do yield farming with Fae is like a good selling point for why they might be down to buy Give. So that's a big win. And the other, so that's one thread that's being pushed. Another thread that's got to be pushed is getting a snapshot vote up so that we can get the amount of Give that we need into this new multisig that is up, so that we can actually deposit it and into the regen pool, and that will be the collateral that we use to borrow the Fae. So we need the snapshot vote for that. We need an NR Give vote for, so each of these are going to need a forum post. We'll need the NR Give vote for the stream, so for the rewards that we're going to use to incentivize Fae. And maybe, Amin, can you confirm that it's like NR Give would allocate the stream, or is it a multisig that allocates the stream? Oh, sorry, I mean, you're muted.
I was muted, yeah. We have not assigned role of distributor to multisig. Only one of the agents. And probably yes, NR Give. Yeah.
So yeah, NR. Thanks for just confirming. So NR Give will be the one that gets the stream. That will assign the stream. So we'll need a vote for that, and we'll also need a proposal for incentivizing Angel Vault LPs on the Give farm. So that's like the next one, the other vote that we'll need. And actually we'll need another one for this loan that Ichi wants to do, which is to borrow 500K in Give, and then they will either give us the 5 and then do market making with that amount, with that money. So they'll be using that to provide liquidity and of course try to make money off of it. But they'll also try to, if they can make money, then they will pay us 20% back. Otherwise, if they lose money, then they will just give us back the Give tokens. So it's an interesting offer. I think we should look at it and analyze it. But we'll need a forum post for that. So that's actually 5 forum posts that I think we need. And then I think we're also considering getting some money for this from the gardens. So we'll need that. Yeah, I guess we'll need that as well, or maybe that can be combined with one forum post. But
this is all, I mean, the gardens, the gift from the gardens will also be going to the multi-sig.
I think so. I think we would just put in the multi-sig for the collateral, because that's where we'll need the most of it. Like that'll be the largest batch of Give tokens.
So that can be part of the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
That can be part of the one with like the snapshot vote. So it's like snapshot vote and gardens proposal. Maybe we could also like assign people to take on some of these forum posts to create them, so it's not on you.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. If I have to do any of them, we're screwed, guys. I'll review them. But yeah, I just don't ever have free time to actually write anything.
I can write the forum post for the requesting funds for the new multisig. Should it also include the details of the signers on the multisig and like what the multisig will do? Yeah, right.
Yeah, and that's already all there anyway.
That's easy. I can do that one.
Okay, nice.
I would love to nominate Yas for doing the one for the Ichi proposal, because Yas, you've been so good at coordinating with them. Would you be down to write that one?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just gonna volunteer as well. I would definitely be up for that. And I'm thinking, Griff, do you think any of the other ones? Uh, I know you mentioned the snapshot vote for the give collateral.
I think that's the
Okay.
one Lauren's taking.
Okay, perfect. Good, because that one I didn't think I was confident about.
Or there's two for creating farms, basically. One for Faye and one for Angel Vault LP. So those are the two that other people could take on. And I think they're pretty simple.
Maybe Todd could do one, because he's going to be working on this as well.
Oh, Todd's not in the call.
Todd's not on the call. We should definitely give him one.
I feel like maybe we try to give him both of those because he doesn't have that much work to do, and I think they would be good starters.
So just to understand, because I'll communicate it to him, it's make a give tribe pool. No, that's from their side.
Yeah, it's the NR Give vote for streaming rewards to incentivize Faye, and we'll also need an NR Give vote to incentivize Angel Vault LPs on the Give farm. That last one is we probably need to do a little math still on, but the first one we should have like approximate numbers, or like we have like the parameters that we're going to meet. Unfortunately, it'll depend on the give price at the last moment. So I think we pass the vote and we just say that we give the dollar value amount, and then but it'll be in give, and so we'll just do our best to get the give amount.
Okay. Yep. So, but we've decided all this stuff, like the streaming rewards. We decided we want kind of like 30% yields ish at whatever. So it's like the numbers are in the spreadsheet, and Todd will be able to get that easily, right?
Yeah, and I can. He's luckily in our time zone, so I can have a quick sync with him to review it and finalize the numbers.
Yeah, and then the proposal. So incentivizing Angel Vault LPs. We never decided how much.
No, that's completely new. So we'll have to make a proposal and just decide in a forum.
Okay, but we should probably have like some recommendations in there, right? Like some some ballpark estimates of like what we want, or we kind of just leave it open and present the problem and ask for suggestions on like what the APR should be, or what.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can make a suggestion. I mean, and we can talk about it right now if you'd like. It's not it's not very complicated. People will deposit one give. So it's nice. They're depositing a stable token, right? So then when they deposit their one give, they are going to get this UniV3 structured pool LP token. So it's the Angel Vault LP token. And it's like, really, how much do we want to be in there? I would say that if we could get $1 million in there, that would be really sweet, and we could easily start reducing our loan and paying back our loan sooner, and let it be based off the community. Yeah, so I would target like getting $1 million in there and having an APR of something really fair, like for a stablecoin return, because it's not a stablecoin return. That's the thing. When you deposit one give, you end up getting a fraction of give and one give in this structured pool. So when you turn it in, if you wanted to unravel it, you wouldn't get. I don't think you get one give back. Or at least it's not stable when you're holding it, It has upside potential and downside potential. So So yeah, like if we assume like a really high $1 million, right, and then we assume like a good stablecoin return of like 20%, 30%. Now we're talking in like 25% stablecoin reserve. It'd be if we set it for 6 months, then it'd be $125,000 worth of Give tokens. You know, it would be kind of small.
Yeah. But it's not a stable token. Like there's volatility, so it's not. I mean, you were just saying. I don't really understand that. So you deposit one Give, you get back some LP, and then when you want to take back your one Give, you like give back the LP, and I mean, what do you get?
You get the one Give back. I think you said it a little wrong there. If you're redeeming it out for one Give, you're going back to you're splitting it back up. That's totally different than taking it out of the LP. You still have the one Give. It's still worth roughly $1. So technically it's still a stable.
So you put in one Give, and then you get an LP because like you put in one Give and it's getting combined with some Give that comes from our side from somewhere. Like,
yeah, but it's a very small amount. But you want to, all you're doing is balancing. That's for the pool.
Yeah.
So, okay. So let me share screen really quick because there is like, when I look at one Fox right here, what? No. This one. So like most of these are almost 50-50. Like this one is $7 million total. This is the one Fox. So here's the one Fox. You Angel Vault. You deposit one Fox. They're getting 38% ROI right now. And then, but the liquidity is, you know, this much Fox and this much one Fox. So you're saying, I mean, if
you have to have that balance. But I thought when you said you were taking it back out, it's where it gets confusing. So you get both back.
Do you? Yeah, you get one Fox and Fox back, right?
Right. It's when it's when we redeem one Fox back to Faye is where you don't get any Fox back. You get it all in Faye.
Yeah. So in this one, when you deposit one Give, and then you have your Angel Vault, and then you're like, I want to unwind my Angel Vault, you get one Give and Fox, correct?
Correct.
So in that way, it's not really a stablecoin return because you deposit one Give, but now you're still speculating on kind of a almost like a UniV3 pool of Give and one Give.
But all you're putting in is one Give.
All you put in is one Give, but then when you withdraw, you get Give and one Give.
What?
Yeah, because it's like you're putting into the wall, right? But sometimes the wall gets eaten. Yeah. And so one Give gets sold. And honestly, you're not even buying. You're buying into the bulk, right? So since like at the beginning, people will put in one Give, and if they withdraw, it'll probably be like 99% one Give, you know, that they'd get back. But over time, that one Give is going to be sold for Give, and they're going to use that Give in their like structured pool to sell it back when the price goes up for one Give, and then put that in the wall, you know. But you're buying into this bulk of, you know, a mix of Give and one Give. So you're buying a percentage of that. So you're holding a percentage. In this case, it's like 50-50 for one Fox's Angel Vault. It's like 60-40, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So it's not quite stablecoin returns, but it kind of feels like stablecoin returns, but it's not stable.
Yeah, but so like, are we gonna just have our like the way you interact with depositing the OneGive be on their UI here, like on Ichi?
No.
We're gonna
No.
have it on our UI. And so what's that?
Well, sorry. Depositing the OneGive, yes, we'll send it to their UI. Kind of like depositing Give and Die into the Uniswap V2 LP pool, right? So like, it's like we'll have say, oh yeah, go get the Angel Vault token over there, right? And so it's like provide liquidity, that provide liquidity button, you know? And then we'll send them there.
Yeah.
And then they come back to our website with their Angel Vault token and they stick it in our Unipool contracts and get the same farming. We won't have to interface with their like rewards. Like we won't have an ROI. Well, actually, what would be really nice is if we could just give them an API of our ROI here. And then when they actually want to deposit it, so like when we click earn here, that actually just sends them to our UI.
Yeah.
That's what we talked with them yesterday about. And they said that would be cool.
Okay, so this forum proposal should basically like explain how that will work and then also kind of propose how much give we should allocate to rewards here.
This is for Todd's forum post. Yeah. I mean, I think we can. I think it might be worth explaining how the Angel Vault works a little bit more, or so like. I mean, I think we can go into as much detail as we want, but we definitely need to figure out the rewards amounts that we want to like vote in our give to the stream. That's the main goal.
I just think it's also kind of important context to understand that it's like people will be putting in OneGive and then, but it's like actually like they're depositing OneGive and getting an LP token, like a UniV3 LP token, which can like shift their proportions. They'll get some OneGive back. Like I think it's an important consideration for parameterizing this because you're like, oh yeah, they're like almost stable returns, but like, are they?
I mean, I think the biggest thing here is, hey, there's 38% returns on Ichi for one fox, and then they also have a Rari pool, so a fuse pool. Let's see what their returns there are. It's because I think we can kind of assume that the rewards that Fox is getting are probably the rewards that OneGive will get. Maybe a little worse.
Yep. Okay. Borrowing is paused on all pools.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, but so here they're getting 20% APR. But then there's this 75% LTV, so they can do a little bit of recirc. So it's probably about 40%. Do you know, Decentralized Jay, how many times do people usually recirc this thing to get like a higher APR?
You know, that's a good question. I actually don't know the answer to it.
You haven't degened into this?
I had a lot of my cash tied up in the Luna Terra ecosystem, so a little cash poor at the moment.
Oh no, I know how that is. Well, cool. I didn't degen in and do the recirculating, so I don't know. I just put some in here to play with it. Okay, so yeah, I think that's kind of the regen farm overview. I could also show, where is that? Let me find the roadmap. It's really ugly. It's still an ugly roadmap, but at least it has some ideas on it. Oh yeah, technical feasibility. So we're deploying, like as talked about in the previous call, on the development side, we're just going to deploy on mainnet and see if we can stream rewards using their system or not. I think worst case scenario, we can stream rewards using a Unipool contract. And that's probably better than using Liquid Give for this. So I think that's our backup plan. Give Garden collateral for region pool, snapshot collateral for region pool. Do we want to ask NR Give for collateral from region pool too? Since it's like $3 million, we could try to get some from NR Give as well.
Yeah, I mean, either that or we could do multiple proposals in the garden.
Yeah, we could definitely, we could also do, what we could do is do 100% of the money we need from the liquidity multisig, and then have the garden and NR Give just send money to the liquidity multisig.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And
then
just like,
it takes longer, shorter, whatever we see.
yeah, it doesn't really matter. And then we're only dependent on one vote.
Yeah, so we could, just do a snapshot vote and then get reimbursed from the garden or whatever.
Yeah, because right now we're looking at needing about $3 million worth of Give tokens,
Wow.
which, at 20 cents, that's about 15 million Give. Luckily, we have 50 million Give sitting there in that multisig on mainnet, and we have still 8 or 9 million in there, but it's a lot of Give. We might want to consider re-upping it after this.
Yeah.
And yep, so then put the Fae card on staging. That is working. Get the Fae there. Angel Vault. Deposit the 10% Fae. Top up supplied by Fae. Yep, that's all. I think we touched on everything here. Maybe we could go into the branded dollar launch, which is has its own magic here. It looks like thank you, Yas. I assume you put this in.
I will update it further once we have more information and add the proposal links and all of that as well, so we can follow up.
Cool. So Ichi wants to. We're very lucky to have the Give Die pool on Uniswap because they're going to use the UniV2 TWAP as our oracle. So that's nice. Deploying the one token, the strategy. Most of the stuff is on their side, but we'll have to just have the tokens ready to deposit. For the branded dollar, I was expecting that we would use the liquidity multisig to hold everything, and then we would create this other multisig only to manage things. But anytime we need to make movements of selling the Angel Vault tokens, we would want to use the liquidity multisig to do that. Right? There's no objections to that. It might be a little slow, but that's okay. Cool. And then, so I feel like all this is basic. I think all this is basically covered. The only thing that we might want to start talking about, maybe not in this call, but I just want to introduce it, is other ways to use OneGive in our ecosystem, such as using it for paying salaries and even creating a OneGive XDAI deposit, like a pool, a OneDAI XDAI pool, so that we can pay out OneGive and people can sell the OneGive for XDAI, and there's a good pool to do arbitrage for OneGive. And then also maybe setting up one of our groups, a team with us, to do that arbitrage. And I know Decentralized J, I think you work with Shapeshift on doing some arbitrage between Angel Vault stuff, right?
Yeah, that's in TMDC, but that's within visibility for sure. I think something like that could be possible for sure.
What's TMDC?
Sorry, our tokenomics committee. That's what they handle. And right now, I don't know if there's a ton of arbing going on. I know that there were a couple big ones that they did, maybe a couple weeks ago tops. Pre-bear market feels like a lifetime ago, but yeah, something like that is for sure possible. We can kind of loop those guys into that discussion too to get a little bit of expertise.
Yeah, it'd be so great to get some inspiration from you and Giantkin and Willie on how we can, as a DAO, make money off of trading this market. That would be really valuable. So yeah, I think that's everything on the regen pool. It's a lot. I know, but are there any questions or any things that we should consider?
I have a quick question, Griff.
Yeah.
I for some reason I ended up at some point in Ichi's Discord or something like that, or a forum, and I was seeing that there was like one dodo was having some issues keeping the peg, and I just was wondering if you know anything about that and what's the reason about it.
Yeah, one dodo, I think one uni, and a few other, and I think one other pool wasn't an actual branded dollar. It was like, it was somehow coming out of a regen pool. And I don't know, maybe Giantkin or Decentralized J has more understanding of this, but basically the one give token, like the one Fox token, and the other one tokens that are like normal branded dollars didn't have issues. Only the ones that were coming out of the regen pool that like had this crazy chaos tank because of over collateralization of Ichi. Yeah, Giantkin?
That was all based on the rarity stuff. They over deposited, but that's why I specified we want control instead of Ichi, because Ichi deposited back into their own Rory pool and kind of created their own mess as well, from what I understand, because I'm also over there.
Yeah. So, and those one tokens, those weren't the normal branded dollar tokens, or were they?
I think they were. I just don't think they were using them that way. The one dodo, they were like, hey, go ahead and manage this for another month, and they were doing a proposal to start taking it over, and they didn't do that yet. So their plan was to take it over, but they weren't ready for it. And not that they would have done any better decisions, because it was like 150% interest if you deposit, and it was crazy numbers. Saying, who wouldn't, right? Really?
Mm-hmm. So they had this kind of Ponzi-nomics thing going on.
Yeah, it was a mess. That's why we set up the parameters like we did to hopefully prevent that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there'll be none of this recirculating shit.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Any other good? That was a great question, Kotabe. Great question. Are there any other updates on, or any other questions for the regen pool? I'm sure there are. Amin, did you have any questions since we're here? Because I think you were talking at the beginning. You mentioned that you might have a question about it.
No, actually, if we don't discuss, it's not. Yeah, it has not been discussed in this call. And during the call, I was doing another dev with Matthew, and no, actually, thank you.
Okay, cool. Well, Lauren, you had mentioned that there is an update with Ant.
Oh yeah, just about the region. So they're doing their like updating to a DAO thing, and then I don't think that doing a token swap makes sense because their token doesn't have any liquidity. But for regen farms, they're like kind of interested in it, and we're gonna follow up with them in a few weeks. That's the only update.
Okay. And what about Kotabe? Did you have any other updates on regen farms?
No, I mean, I did kind of like the whole update in the previous GIVeconomy call, but not much really. Like with UBI, we're going to have conversations later on because they are launching their version of their token, I think in layer 2 chain or Gnosis, I believe. Then yeah, there has been quite a few of them that have been not a great fit for different reasons. And I am working on a couple of documents to target the right audience. So I will be great. Like if someone has some ideas of like the content that you're consuming as people interested in tokenomics, that will be like super great, because I wanna know kind of like what people are you listening to, what people are you reading, where are you basically getting some of your info that will be like gold to try to find all these people that might be interested into starting their own region pool. So region farm. Oh, this is confusing. that will be mostly it.
I think the people who most want region farms are new tokens. So new Impact DAO tokens listings and launches are probably where we really want to listen and watch for. Like the tokenomics people, they probably don't want farms so much. I mean, maybe, but they're usually doing their own crazy things, so I don't know that like that's so needed, but any kind of I like, just for me personally, I get stuff off of Twitter around Impact DAOs and just following regen economies. There's a public goods Gitcoin group that talks about things. They might be in the know.
That's great. That's gold. And where is this group? This Gitcoin group on Discord or?
Yeah, it's on their Discord. Actually, sadly, I think it's during. Oh no, I don't know if it's during this call. It's sometime on Wednesday. Let me see. I can add you to the invite.
That'd be great.
Just the hour before this.
Awesome. Thanks, Rick.
Can you just DM me your address? Your email address? Yeah.
Yeah, just it's cotabemoral@gmail.com, but I can.
Morale, Morale.
Yeah, Moral.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Griff.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then the other one is token swaps. So decentralized Giant, do either of you have the multi-sig that we should be sending the give tokens to for the Fox swap?
No idea. Sorry.
No, but I can find out or get it.
Nice. Okay, if you can throw that in the token swaps channel, that would be awesome, because I think that's the last thing we need, and then we can set a multi-sig transaction. And then
yep, will do.
Gnosis and Give. Any updates on that from anybody here? Past the snapshot. Now we need to discuss deployment. Let me see. I forget what's happening in this one, so maybe we'll just move on. But I think we should push it. I know we passed the snapshot on our side. Let's see what their side looks like. It's 94%. Let's do this. Great. Okay, so that's cool. And No update from Vishnu, but I have a call with him on Friday. No major updates here. Ichi said that we need to wait a couple weeks to do it. And I don't think there's any other updates. Does anyone have any other updates on token swaps? Okay.
Nothing here. Everything I got from ChadFi, I threw in there.
Perfect. Then let's talk to the meat. I know this is why Krashner is here, but I'm just curious if anyone has been following any latest like innovations. Obviously, there's the big elephant in the room is that like Luna's chain is just completely fucked. Does anyone think it's gonna repeg? Like, or what's decentralized Jay? What do you think? Is it gonna come back to the dollar?
Can I go very quickly back to the token swaps?
Yeah.
I found somewhere in Twitter, I think sorry, I'm on the go, so I cannot see exactly where did I found it. But a form from, I believe, Prime DAO, kind of like, hey, would you be interested in kind of like get suggestions for token swaps with value aligned organizations? And I just fill it, just to see what happens. And yeah, I just wanted to know if that was okay.
For Bright DAO, like Bright ID?
No, I think it was so Prime DAO is kind of like making something like matchmaking token swaps, and yeah, this was just kind of like an interest form. So I filled it out.
Cool.
Just want to know. That's good.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, awesome. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, and stay in the loop with Mitch too, because Mitch works with them on a project called the Proposal Inverter. So he like works closely with the team.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, cool. So
we can come back to this Luna madness.
Has anyone been studying it? I assume Decentralized Jay, you mentioned that you had been. Like, do you think it's going to repeg?
Yeah, that's the $18 billion question, right? I don't know, man. I really had a lot of faith in it, and now in talking to some of my friends in the like institutional side, I'm at like 50-50 on whether this thing's going to survive. It's certainly going to leave a hole in crypto ecosystem as a whole, no pun intended there. There's rumors of a lot of funds that are going to go under, rumors of Celsius being in big trouble. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this one plays out. I guess buying Luna here is either going to be the best trade you ever make in your life, or it's going to nothing. So I guess allocate accordingly. So I don't know. I'll keep you all updated as it goes along. That's where I spend a lot of my time. So we'll see.
Yeah. What? Anyone else have any research on this or any thoughts? Kratchner, do you have any thoughts on the peg?
This work?
Yeah.
Nice. They haven't really outlined anything to fix it yet. So, besides allocating funds, I'm not really sure. But it also looks like this might draw Congress attention. So there might be regulation coming out for stablecoins now. But right now it's not looking too great, or it looks like there's no plan really that's been deployed on how to fix the peg.
And then, do you guys think this marks the? Is this? Sorry, what are you going to say, Decentralized Jay?
I was just going to piggyback on that. You need a shitload of capital to try and create demand for USC to push this peg back up. And it seems like all those that were pretty balls deep in Luna and UST ecosystem might have kind of run out of gas or run out of their wallets to be able to have the capital to push this thing back up. So TBD, I guess. It's going to take some time, but I don't think LFG or these VCs necessarily have the capital to push it back to where it needs to go. It's just going to have to take time and see if the markets push it back, I suppose, unless we see something new.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like Do Kwon or whatever was saying, hey, we're just going to have to let the people exit that want to exit and sit with it depegged for a few days and just sell Luna massively. Print Luna. I think they made it so they can print 1.2 million Luna instead of what was before. It was like 250 million, 1.2 billion or something like that. They just like increased the issuance.
1 billion, 1.2 billion.
Luna. Yeah, I think so. So they're just gonna print Luna like there's no to this mess. One of the big questions is like off of what Kratchner just said with the congressional like jumping in. Is this like does this mark the official start, like the official recognition of a bear market, or are we is this just the low point before a good run? We'll find
Figure
out.
which one it is, Griff. Let me know.
My unqualified opinion is that the low is in for a little bit, and I mean, we basically Bitcoin has resistance up at 40K, and we have support at 29,000, and we'll probably range between that for a while before the next move.
Yeah, is the stock market, because everything's been following the stock market lately? Is the stock market pretty like in a bad spot too?
Yeah. It's just holding on to support right now. But it also looks like it's bound to rebound here a little bit. But it all kind of depends on inflation numbers that are coming out. So
Cool. Well, that's the story. That's the story. I imagine there's no DeFi innovations that are worth mentioning in these markets right now. Right? No one else has seen anything cool that they're playing with. Yeah, it's just been death spiral. So who's launching? If you had a launch right now, you delayed it. So yeah, well, cool. Thanks, guys, for the sobering research call, GIVeconomy research call, and we'll see you at the next one.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Jam guess.
Bye.
Thanks, Griff. Bye, everybody.